So it kind of made it look like the keyboard had Takashi art on it. It's cool. I like it. What I don't like about that piece right now is that you can see, I don't like that you can see my lantern in the reflection of that light. So I might move it a little bit. I don't know what to do with the background of my stream setup. I know I don't really like it right now, but this is an apartment, and I don't know how much longer I'll be in this apartment. And I don't want to spend a bunch of time and effort building out something custom for that wall. Takashi Murakami. Let me try to... I wonder if I can find the poster exactly. I'll just send you a link. This is the exact poster that I have framed behind me. Hustle and punch. What's up, Above Board? Yeah, we're back. Consistency. That's what it's all about. All right. Let's do this. I'm excited about this board. We showed it off a little bit at the end of last stream, but we'll do it again here. This board is from Keebscape. It is probably my favorite layout, 60%. I used to have a strong preference for win-keyless 60% boards, but nowadays I don't think I really care. I like HHKBs. Sometimes I like a win key even. Camera's gonna freak out a little bit with the black. Speaking of 60%, my Pangea Mini is on its way to me. Oh, Pangea Mini. I don't know why I said it like that. So good though. Such a good board. Pangea full size was awesome too. Is my desk wobbly again tonight? I don't know if I have to. I might have to change the legs or like move the legs out or something. Not change the legs. It's so hard to keep a desk solid on carpet, but what's up, Moose? I got red with smoked top and black PVD weight. Ooh. That's one of the best ones for sure. All right, here's the Solaris. We've got a nice flexible bendy PP plate, which plastic plates are not my first choice, but out of the plastic plates, a PP plate is definitely a good option. This board comes with the PP plate standard. You can add an aluminum plate, it looks like, for about $27. You can also add an abs plate for $24. But the PP plate is the default option here. So that's what we're building with. Here's the side profile. Simple. Box wedge. I don't know if this is focusing. Sorry, it's a little far away. What's up, Secret Myth? How was your day? Pangea is one of my fave boards. The full, do you have the full size one? And then this is my favorite part about this board. A nice, minimal yet statement making bottom weight here. Got a little packaging foam on there. Oh, you can still see it. There we go. Nice. I like the brass and the black here. Two mounting options. We got top mount or we have O-ring on this board. We are going to do top mount so I can use some screw-in stabs tonight. And what else? Let's open it up a little bit. I kind of want to look inside and see what we're working with down in there. I would have gotten Pangea full extra, but the colors I wanted sold out in seconds. Nice. That'll happen. Pangea was cool. I really like how modular Bull made that board. The best. Maybe, yeah, maybe that was the world giving you a sign to wait for the next one. Already spent too much on boards this year. You don't have to tell me how much you spent, but what boards did you pick up this year? Oh, interesting. No case screw in the top middle here, just only up in the corners. Kind of interesting. How are you liking that mouse? Debating getting that one or the old one. Not sure how I feel about the button. So the haptic button, I guess you're talking about. I don't use it. I don't use it. And maybe it's a really nice feature. I should try it out. I bought the one with the haptic button. I should try it out. A big reason I bought this, to be honest, this is really shallow. But I like this color, and I'm hoping that it'll stay this color longer than the white version of the Mark III. So I definitely don't use the full functionality of this mouse yet. That said, I love it. I love the way it feels when I'm like doing my regular 9 to 5. I like the muted clicks, but those are all things that you could get with the last generation too. Orbit Round 2, Reverie, Dune 65, 500 CM, and several other group buys about to start fulfilling. Nice. That isn't a good year. You did well. All right, here we are inside the board a little bit. If you come over here, I'll show you inside. We've got a little bit of branding on the bottom case. We got Solaris, which I don't mind that. Keebscape down here is maybe not my favorite, but when it comes to branding inside the case like this, personally, it's not that big of a deal to me. After I build the board, I'm not going to look. I care much more about boards having a bunch of branding on the bottom or on the top. So I think that is an acceptable amount of branding for my preferences. We've got a recessed little JST cable routing area. Sorry, I cannot talk. It was a long day at work. And then we'll also have a daughter board that we need to screw in down here. I am going to go ahead and we'll put the daughter board in while we're down here. Reverie is probably my fave. Man, I might have to remind me. Reverie sounds familiar, but I There were a lot of boards that came out this year. What's your second favorite of the boards? Reverse the 65% that AKB did for Canon keys. Today was my first day using the modded Pro 2 at work, and it was perfect. Sound-wise, it was perfect. Feel-wise, size-wise. HHKB is the perfect work board. These headphones are not the perfect headphones. Ooh. Gonna go ahead and put the wire on first because it's looking a little hard to access once I screw it down. Basically, I'm just back and forth between those two on my desk for a while now. Yeah, I feel like that's when you know you can slow down on the keyboards a little bit, is when you find you're just kind of using the same one or two. It's maybe time to take a little break. Oh, I did miss. There's one other little, not branding, but there's one other little design. Oh, is that gonna focus? I'll go this way. Hopefully. Come on. No? Hello? All right, there we go. There's an equation right here on the top of the board. I can't tell you what the equation is. I assume something related to space, maybe? If anyone knows. I'm going to put the feet on now as well. Just comes with some clear rounded feet. Yep, I want to sell a bunch of them. I got my favorite board I wasn't expecting to be my fave, and now I want to sell everything else. That's, yeah. I've been there. The only thing is, I love building keyboards so much and just tinkering with things. My favorite board today can change very quickly tomorrow. knows what happened to me, but when I thought of getting rid of them, I got attached. Yep. Imagine somebody else typing on your keyboard. Your keyboard with another guy. We'll take the plate out of the top case. I gave away one of my Keychrones from when I first started. I quickly moved on. Man, the first one... See, my first keyboard that I ever got is not a super desirable keyboard, so it makes it much easier, but I don't know if I can ever get rid of my first mechanical keyboard. The one that got me in the hobby. I haven't actually used it in a number of years, but... Got our PP plate. You guys know me and PP. We go way back. My first mech keyboard. Actually, guys, we should start calling them mechs. It sounds nerdier, right? Like my first mech was a... I'm gonna start calling them mechs. My first mech was an Asus Strix Flare. What was your first? My first mech was, shoot, what's it called? Kumo minivan. Most of you probably don't even know what the minivan is. Kumo minivan. It was a Kickstarter keyboard, like, what would it, like 6 years ago? 7 years ago now? My first mech was a Vortex Race 3. Nice, nice, Dubby. I missed the second HHKB stream. What's the spec on that HHKB? Oh, it's feeling good now, Secret. We've got it lubed up. We got it silenced. I ended up sticking with the stock domes. So the only things we did were lube the rails, and then we've got number 5 silencing rings on there. And I lubed the stabs too, but yeah. It's feeling right. Was that a 40? It was a 40 toe bopper. It was a 40. And it is, like I said, I haven't used it in I don't think it even has switches in it. I don't think it's been built in a number of years. It just, yeah. Danger Dave, I started with a 40 because when I think I've shared this on stream before, but to take you guys back to like my introduction to the hobby and kind of how things got started for me was, I'm going to take out the PCB while I tell this story. A friend of mine just randomly one day sent me the link to Mech Market, specifically Reddit Mech Market. I don't think there might have been a Discord Mech Market back then, but if there was, I wasn't a part of it. But I got a link to Reddit Mech Market. I don't even know how my friend found that subreddit or why he thought to send it to me, because I know for certain he did not understand what was going on in Mech Market. And when I got that link and I went to Mech Market for the first time and I was reading, have essay Godspeed, want to sell, that was my first introduction to like selling things on online forums and also mechanical keyboards. So I felt like I was reading a completely foreign language. I had no idea what was going on. I didn't know how to read like the post. I didn't know what anything meant. I didn't know what switches were. I didn't know what a plate was. I didn't know any of these things. But just seeing like the pictures on everyone's posts and seeing some words like Godspeed, chocolatier, these things like written out, I just was infatuated with the idea of mechanical keyboards, and I probably spent the next 3 days deciphering what is the language of mech market. And then eventually I found Taya types, and the rest is just about history. But the first board I bought was on Mech Market, and it was the cheapest board I could possibly find. I was a broke college student, and the Kumo minivan, I think I got it with switches for $100-something. I also didn't know any better, so that was my first board. This PCB sleeve isn't opening very nicely. Let's try this side. I might have to go get my little scissors. Ooh, I like this PCB. The Asus was my first after I moved on from Apple, and a similar feeling Logitech, but I started with old school mechanical boards when I was a teenager. Nice. I knew what switches were, but I was totally lost. I dove deep fast though. Yep, that is typically what I do with hobbies. Oh, that's a really nice PCB. I like when boards have PCBs with a custom touch on them. I'm building a Solaris. I like having a little moon on my PCB. This is the solder PCB. There is also a hot swap PCB available. But I wanted to solder. Hey, Kirist. I love the PCB. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I like when there's a little something custom on the PCB. Makes it feel special. Same, I get lost in hobbies big time. I feel like if you are this deep in the mechanical keyboard hobby, there's probably a good chance you've got the same gene as the rest of us, where we get very into hobbies. I actually don't know very many people where they're like mechanical keyboards are their only hobby that they are very into. It's usually like you're into keyboards and also coffee, or keyboards and you also are really into cameras, or you know, something else. I have to buy this board as a housewarming gift for myself. Hey, congrats on the house. That's fun. Did you just move in? Set this aside for a second. My first high-end custom mech was wrong. I like that mech is catching on. It's gonna work, guys. My first high-end custom mech was Rama M65A with GMK Hydro in 2016. Time flies. Rama, man. Rama, you know what my dream board was for the longest time? Guess, actually. It was a Rama board, I'll tell you that. The time was around 2019, 2018. No, would it be even earlier? Think about Rama boards around like 2018, 2019. I had a thermal toe popper, but that wasn't my dream board. U80 was up there, but it wasn't the U80 either. Keyboards plus cameras is a timeless combo. Shout out all my Fuji users out there. Anyone else into keyboards and guitars? Ooh, I like that one. There was another streamer that was really into both keyboards and guitars. If anyone remembers Darko. I'm into cameras, but not the ones most keyboard hobbyists are into. What kind of cameras are you into? Not moved in yet. We're renovating, which has added a complexity, new stressor on our life. Oh. Renovating. Man, that... I think I would like renovating, but I am terrified at like the... I don't know why I'm saying this. I don't want to stress you out about this at all. It's going to be great. The renovating is going to go awesome. I would have a good time buying a house and renovating it. I think that would be fun. I shoot Canon and have no Leica, Fuji, or Hassi or anything hip like that. Oh, that's fine. Most of my cameras are Sony's, and then I bought like the cheapest possible Hassi I could buy. I love the HHKB that you have, the keycaps, Chef's Kiss. I gotta get more accents. I want the purple and the yellow accents. All right, I gotta remember to keep going as I'm talking here. 1. We'll do a full backspace. I like doing full backspace so you guys and myself can hear how the backspace, how the backspace sounds. U80 was so nice looking, but I remember it never sounded very good. Am I lame for still wanting a U80? No, not at all. My X Pro 2 for street is what I use, so not for product photography, so I don't have nice keyboard photos. You could figure it out. Man, I think you can use damn near any camera to take pictures of keyboards. I have been thinking about this for a little while, and I think my first... If I ever make a long form YouTube video, I think it will be about how I take keyboard photos. Because I think if a lot of you saw like my setup for how I take photos, it's just like, I don't know. I think it's pretty doable. Pretty doable with any camera. And with most lighting setups, I think you can get it done. And then everyone can just take the same pictures and we'll all post the same pictures on Instagram. We already all kind of do that anyways, right? The Rama board, by the way, was the Koyu. Rama, was it? Yeah, it was Koyu, right? Koyu. Specifically, the Rama Koyu Milk, the white one. There was a picture on Reddit, I think, of someone with a Rama Koyu. And it was the white one. And they had little Lego artisans on it. And I loved that shit so much. My lighting is the main issue. Do you have a window? Do you have like a decently... Doesn't even have to be that big. Like a fairly normal sized window that gets sunlight. I just ordered Ursa caps for my Heavy 9. Oh, I want to try the Ursa caps. Let me know how they are. It's just the kitchen, thank God, but my anxiety is off the charts. Can't imagine doing an entire house. Lex, you know my favorite kitchen look and what I would want to try to do if I was renovating a home. If you've never heard of Plykea, look up Plykea. It's you use just like the cheap or relatively cheap, affordable, I guess is maybe the category. Use the affordable IKEA kitchen cabinet system, and then Plykea makes expensive. I think I'd maybe try to make like the fronts myself, but Plykea then makes replacement fronts for the IKEA cabinets. It's like my favorite. It's very very minimal Scandi interior design, but sometimes I just go to Plykea's website and daydream. I gotta go get some lube. Varmex, yeah, let's go. Bro was right. I never would have guessed that. Who was right? Oh, the 65 successor to M65A? Yeah. Yeah, the successor. I'm a drummer and play guitar, but due to some health issues, have had a hard time playing much anymore, but I'm slowly getting back into it. Was going crazy, not having something to do with myself, and found keyboards. I absolutely fell in love with the hobby. Man, I'm glad the hobby has been positive for you in that way. Underrated part of being into keyboards, though, is the keyboard hobby. I like that we all hang out on Twitch and Discord and whatever. I had an IKEA couch with changeable covers that eventually they stopped carrying, so I ended up getting some higher end covers that totally leveled up the styling of the couch. Yeah, I feel like IKEA stuff is perfect for that. The coffee cart that I've made, and I think I posted a couple pictures on Instagram of, and then also I made a TV stand doing a similar thing as Plykea. Like I used cheaper base IKEA cabinet stuff, and then I made my own door fronts and sides and everything. Plus then when you do that, I don't have to do the worst part of woodworking, which is trying to make drawers and hinges and stuff. The HHKB Pro 2 lubed is my end game, and I have 2, so for right now, sorry, jeez. I have my wall of boards. My wall of boards is more than I need. $15 years and 7 sets of covers. Hey, you can't beat that. I don't like that the mode stabilizers come with the screws on. Can I say that? Can I speak my mind? I also got to make a little space. I'm getting claustrophobic. Lived a long, productive life. That's good. Watching you unscrew those looks kind of painful. I mean, yeah. Just leave them. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have to complain about everything. I'll let you guys stroll a little bit. What's up, review for the tube? I ordered a ton of photo prints, and it looks like they're getting delivered Friday, doing matted frame prints for all my family members for Christmas. Oh. It's a good gift. I still got some Christmas shopping to do. Are you guys get your Christmas shopping done way ahead of time, people? Or is anyone else a last day the mall's open before Christmas type shopper? Sometimes when I wait until the last minute, it's kind of nice. I go, I don't overthink it. I see what I think people would like, and then I get it. I will start my shopping this weekend. Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. My wife's family wanted to do a secret Santa thing this year, but they also made wish lists, so it was like super easy to shop. Wish lists are nice. All done a month in advance because I do it online and I'm afraid it won't show up to remote Canada. That's fair. Guys, I'm going on my first vacation in like a really long time, it feels. Like in the middle of January, I'm finally going to take... I haven't taken basically any PTO this year. It's really just been a grind with work. But mid-January, I'm finally taking a vacation. Finally got my passport renewed, actually, too, because it's out of the country, so It'll be good to have the passport ready to go for other trips as well. My Christmas shopping mostly includes buying gift cards for my friends and family so everybody's happy and takes the guesswork out for me. I like buying gift cards, but there's certain people I know I just can't give gift cards. Because they're not going to use them quickly enough and they're going to forget about them and they're going to lose them. But most people, gift cards are great. Except my significant other and really close friends, everybody gets gift cards. I love when someone I know makes me a gift. I love a handmade, thoughtful gift. Oh, nothing better. Got a Harry Potter sweater made for me. Whoa, by my ex's mom, and it was the one from the first movie, but had my first initial instead of H for Harry, and I cried. Oh man, that's so sweet. Was it like knit? Because if so, knitting sweaters is so much work. It's so impressive. I got into knitting. Knitting was one of those hobbies where like I exploded into it and then unlike keyboards, so I kind of burnt out. There was one winter where I did a lot of knitting. All I wanted to make was the perfect hat for me because I kind of got a big head. And I felt like if I made it myself, I could make a hat that fits perfectly. And I probably knit 6 total hats, and I could not make it the right size. They were either way too big every time or way too small. And then I gave up. Doesn't fit perfect, but I wear with pride. Whose toes do I gotta pop to get a Tyler hat? You don't, I'm telling you, like, I made 6 hats. 3 of them probably fit a 12 to 14 month old, and the other 3 fit around a watermelon. I kept making them way too small. I would make one way too small, and then I would overcompensate, and I would make one way too big. And then I would make one way too small. I would make one way too big. And I just couldn't figure out how to make the right size hat. I think I got rid of all of them. I don't think I even have any of my work anymore. Oh, oops. Did I click on that? I must have. Been needing a watermelon beanie? Oh, do I have the beanie for you? Keep your watermelon warm. Put that in backwards. There we go. What are you guys thinking for the soldering video tonight? Should we do a never too small or maybe something else, something new? I haven't used the mode steps in a while. Oh, this is a jam. Anybody got any good TV shows? I feel like I'm once again back to not really having anything to watch on TV. Been watching a lot of HBO. Hey, what's up, Gorkas? Thanks for the follow. Beast, what's up? You in on any boards to come in? No, I'm not. I don't think I'm in any group buys right now. I've kind of been purposely not going the group buy route for a little bit. I've got some boards I still need to build, though. I've got some personal ones we can build on stream. Probably next week, actually. Well, next week's Christmas. Might have to do like either a right before Christmas or a soon after Christmas stream. And I'll build one of my personal boards in the backlog. I watched the Train Dreams last night on Netflix. I watched Train Dreams. That's the movie of the year. What is Train Dreams? What is that about? How do you feel about docudramas? My wife and I have watched some good ones lately, but they're more of a limited series thing, like 10 episodes. I'll be honest, I haven't really ventured into that territory in TV. However, I'm open to it. I'm open to trying something new. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of HBO. Finished the first season of The Chair Company, which it's a goofy ass show. I started Task. And then we've also been watching. We've been watching Love LA as well. Which honestly, Love LA is actually pretty funny. I think that's a pretty funny show. Mad Men on HBO now means I'm now on my 10th rewatch. No way. Have you actually watched Mad Men? I more than like once or twice. I loved Mad Men. I watched the whole thing super fast. I don't know if I can rewatch Mad Men. Not because it isn't good. Like I said, Mad Men is like one of my favorite shows ever. But it's kind of slow. It's not even that it's slow, because it's not like, I feel like, don't take this the wrong way. I just feel like not much actually happens in Mad Men. Do you disagree? And this is coming from someone that, like, Mad Men is one of my favorite shows. It's just kind of like a show about nothing. It's one of those shows. I might have to watch it one more time. You watch Mad Men twice a year? The whole thing? That's crazy. My girlfriend and I started that 70s show. I could go back and watch something. I guess it doesn't have to be something new. I'm gonna have to check out that share company you speak of. Dude, that shit. What's his name? Tim Robinson? Is it Tim Robinson? Some people don't super dig his humor, his style. I think he's hilarious. Diego. What's up, homie? Whoa, you called me homie. That's crazy. I swear I didn't even see that yet. What's up? How was the build? Ours is just kind of getting started. We're just doing the stabs here. Then we'll get into it. What's up, though, man? How are you? I hope you're having a good end of the year. Oh, dude, we're like on the same wavelength right now with like every message we said was basically us just repeating the same thing here. We're on the same page tonight. I also watched. Thank you for the raid, Diego. Appreciate it. And totally understand if you gotta get out of here. It's good to see you. In a way, I can't wait for it to be over, but also I just got shit happening early in January, so maybe dreading that a little. I don't know what to tell you on that one, man. That's tough. We were talking about it a little bit at the beginning of this stream, but I feel like for a lot of people I've talked to, it's been a year that can end, maybe. If we can move on from this year a little bit. I feel like most people I've talked to we're ready for 2026, maybe 2027, 2028. Just kind of fast forward a couple years. This video making me miss Japan. Take me back. We're talking about TV shows and things to watch if you're just coming in. If you have recommendations. I finished The Chair Company on HBO. I just started Task also on HBO. And that's like all I've been watching. So if you got anything else, let me know. I also watched Stranger Things for the first time all the way through before the new season. Now I'm sad it's almost over. Stranger Things. If you guys don't know me, I can't do anything even remotely scary. I can't do any. I'm such a fucking baby, honestly. But I just can't watch anything that is remotely scary. I tried watching Stranger Things, and I didn't make it through episode 1. Not because, like, episode 1 of Stranger Things was the scariest thing I've ever watched. But just because it was scary enough that I was like, what am I doing here? And then I exited the show. A lot of people say Stranger Things is good and I should fight through it, but Heated Rivalry on HBO. Ooh, I saw the thumbnail for that one when I was navigating to my other show. We've been watching it on Patty's server and it's been steamy. The thumbnail looks steamy, I'll tell you that. The lady and I got really into Interview with the Vampire. The protagonists are very gay for each other, but it's a very well-written and well-produced show. We're anxiously waiting for the next season and reading books. Nice. What's it called? Interview with the Vampire. Is it animated or is it real folks? Got to fight through it. Although season 4 was pretty spooky, I can't lie. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I found season 1 spooky, what am I going to do when we get to the actual scary stuff? We never caught Succession, so we're starting that too. Oh, dude, Succession might be the last great show on HBO. Especially with these acquisitions. Succession might be the end of an HBO era, I'm afraid. Kind of gotten away from TV the last year or so, with the exception of sports and Game of Thrones. My wife and I have watched Game of Thrones like 7 times. It's like, are you ready to watch the TV again? You don't even have to say what show. It's just, you ready to watch TV? It's Game of Thrones. No, it's real, people. It's based on Anne Rice's book, first one published late 70s, from her Vampire Chronicles. Huh. I haven't been into a steamy show, a little steamy boy show, since, honestly, Bridgerton. Season 1. Bridgerton season 1, I will say, no shame at all. I was more into Bridgerton season 1 than I think my girlfriend was. Then season 2, every other season of Bridgerton though, since season 1, has been a letdown to me. Struggle, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. I'm hearing really good things about Pluribus, but I haven't started it yet. I've heard mixed things about Pluribus. I've heard mixed things. I feel like I haven't quite heard good enough things yet to justify me buying Apple TV, because I don't have that one right now. I got to hear some better things before I buy Apple TV. Bushido, what's up? Not much for me. Same old over here. Anything new with you? Season 1 was really good. My wife got me into Bridgerton as well. I can't remember if I was the one that was like, let's watch the first episode. Isabel might have said, convinced me to watch the first episode, but I'll tell you, every episode after the first one, it was me wanting to put it on. I'll tell you that. Slow Horses is the show worth getting Apple TV for. Okay, I've heard Slow Horses a couple times now. So your recommendation, that might be the one that gets me to do it. I watch everything on Cinebee. What is... Dude, we got all these crazy names for streaming services now. I got to get Netflix, Apple TV, Tubi, Mubi, Scrooby, Fox. You got like 5 different Fox subscriptions you got to get so you can watch sports. You got to get NFL Network. I might just get cable at this point. We're just back to cable. Imagine a single streaming platform that would offer you all of the different channels in one place. Have you watched Landman? I Sail the Open Seas? No, what's Landman? I don't think so. Ted Lasso was really good in my opinion. That was why we got Apple TV. Heard they're going to do a season 4. I've also heard they're going to do a season 4. Ted Lasso is... It's good TV for what it set out to do, right? It's feel-good TV. You put it on. It's going to make you smile. It's going to make you happy. It's not going to make you sad. Ted Lasso's really good at that. I like Ted Lasso. I like Ted Lasso. I don't think I'll ever rewatch Ted Lasso. I remember when they all said cut the cord and stream, and now all the apps cost more than cable. Cable's looking more and more attractive lately, honestly. I mass canceled everything recently because I was so aggravated. Oil companies versus cartel in Texas. That's an older show? I haven't heard of it. For anyone just coming in, we got the PP plate on the Solaris here. And Nixies. I haven't used Nixies in a while, so we'll see if I still like them. Oh, I should go get my plate fork. You torrent? Oh, ooh. I tellin'. Two seasons, I think. It's a Paramount show. Did Nathan stream today at 1 p.m.? Which Nathan are we talking about? We talking about Teja? Teja's back? We were just talking about that. I have to look. That would be newsworthy. On Twitch? Let's look. The streets are saying Teja's back. Or am I getting one guide right now? He's been pushing it off? Like he's been streaming multiple times? I don't see any videos on Twitch. Manic. Are you pulling my leg? If you check his schedule, he keeps moving it around. Like the Twitch schedule? Oh, you're right. It says in 6 days. You're not wrong. It says in 6 days. He'll be building keyboards and gaming? What? The return? But today it was set for 1 p.m. and I missed it, so I asked. Oh, I see. Okay. The schedule keeps updating even if the streamer has not streamed in a long time. I should maybe set a schedule now that we're semi-frequent again. I should probably turn that on. Oh, why did I always do the plate fork like that? Why did I do that? I just Jenga'd myself. Checkmate. Jenga? No, not a Jenga. Checkmate. I don't know how exactly that works, Manic. But it does not look like he's streamed. And I haven't heard anything about him streaming, so... And dates, if it was set to auto, wouldn't it be the same? I honestly don't know. I have no idea. I swear to God, something keeps moving in my closet. This is why I can't watch Stranger Things. Should I go Nixies half plate or Reds on Ultim in this TKO I'm building? What's the TKO? What board? That's you? Dude, get out of my closet. You're scaring the shit out of me. Not cool. A rat's in there or a giant cockroach? I don't see a lot of cockroaches in Minnesota. But I was in the parking garage of my gym the other week. And I saw the biggest cockroach I've ever seen in my life. How are your kitties, Tyler? The kitties are good. They're all grown up now. Sometimes I look at them and I'm like, stop growing. How big? Like the size of a mouse big? Lengthwise? I mean, a mouse has a long tail. Like the length of the body itself, the amount of chitin on this thing. It was longer than the body of a mouse. minus tail. Big enough for me to not recognize it as a bug at first glance. Dude, a Corsa with Nixies on half plate would be sick. Sounds sick. Now you need to watch the whole Stranger Things series in order for that ghost to go away. That's how I exercise. He's gonna see Vecna and poop his pants. I've heard a lot about Vecna, but I haven't really seen Vecna. Corsa from Rukia. Oh, that's what you're building. Sorry, you're building the Corsa. O-ring TKL, and you are between Nixies half plate or Reds on Ultim. Dude, I love half plates. Half plate is how I'm gonna build my cloud line, which will probably be the next personal board that we build. I wonder how many hoarder keyboard people have giant cockroaches in their layers. Not me. I am cockroach free in my home. Every time I watch something scary, I just put on an episode of Chowder afterwards. Chowder. It's a great show to get rid of the scaries. Half plate supremacy. What's up, Kim? Kim, I've been downing the candies. Thank you for sending candies. Yes, I got the box. Everything looks good. I was gonna send you a picture, and I was gonna make an Instagram story of me eating the candies. But I've been at work all week. Tomorrow is the day. Did Gion ever do any other colors for his plate fork? I don't know. I kind of bought one plate fork and never looked back, to be honest. Let's make sure all of our pins are coming through. Negative. Oh man, okay. I'm gonna straighten a couple pins. What am I doing? I didn't realize you have to let the solder melt before sucking it up. I was sucking before melting the solder. Hey, you learn. You live and you learn. Kim, what are you watching on TV? I love learning the hard way. PCP still works though. Hey, there you go. Damn, guys, it's 11? Hurry up. Build this keyboard already. Fam, I am watching The Terminalist with Chris Pratt. I don't know what that is. What is The Terminalist? Is that new? Old? Gosh darn it. Sweet. And also Badly in Love, which is a Japanese Yakuza dating show. What? Where do you watch that on? Tidy up a little bit here so I don't feel claustrophobic. Terminalist follows a Navy SEAL who has his team and mission compromised and gets caught up in this crazy whirlwind of events where he has to go off grid, and he has this list of people to kill on Amazon. Okay, I think I have Amazon. So I like that I already have that. I don't have to buy anything new to start watching. Oh, in the anime world, I feel like I got some catching up to do. Is the Demon Slayer movie on streaming yet? It's not still in theaters, is it? I want to just watch it at home. Demon Slayer not on streaming yet, but maybe soon. Anime has been Gachaikuta. Anime has been Gachiakuta. I don't know that one. Man, I really liked Dandadan season 1. But season 2, I tried and I just couldn't get into season 2. Ever since the opening theme changed. Wait, where's my cable? I have to go on a little cable hunt. Hi, do you know if the Kohaku PCB will fit in Kyohaku case? Kind of curious because of the badge on the case. The PCB? I don't know for sure. I feel like the PCB should be fine. I don't know if anyone else can help with that. I don't want to give you bad information, and I don't know for sure. Welcome in, though. Thanks for the first time chat. Gachiakura is about a trash-riddled society and is based off of this little boy who gets framed and banished. What? The PCB should fit, just don't put a switch there. All right, I'm gonna go refill my water. Tyler, thanks for the stream. Have a very long day tomorrow. Hey, no worries, Warfinger. Thanks for being here. And now your watch has ended. Yeah, thank you, mate. I broke my PCB and my friend happened to have a Kohaku PCB. Really appreciate it. Sweet. Yeah, hopefully it works out. Sounds like it should. Yeah, I'm gonna go get water really quick, and then when we come back, we will solder and do the rest of the keyboard stuff that we do. I'll be right back. All right. Been really enjoying poppy sodas as a person who doesn't drink any soda. Kim, what I've been on lately is actually, funnily, Evan and I kind of found this at the same time. But I will say the one that Evan showed me is way better than the one that I was drinking. But I have been on a sparkling coconut water kick. There's this brand called Coqua. It's like Coqua. Oh my God. It is liquid gold. And right up, sparkling water and coconut water. Two of my favorite things right there to drink in liquid form. Together, it's just kind of perfect. The only thing is that you can't buy it anywhere in person, which sucks. So I think I ordered it on like Amazon or something. We are bubbly in the Qua household. I look for it at the search bar. Yeah, it's like I tried to look up where I could buy it nearby me, and there were no results. So I had to have it shipped, and then it took like a week. But honestly, kind of worth it. It's really good. We start. I'm wondering if we should put on. We could put on something a little more interesting to watch, so you don't just have to look at the back of my head. What should we watch? We watch a pop-up meat video. What's being recommended to me? Sony A7 IV unboxing. It's pretty boring. I say we watch. How about we watch? You guys are gonna like this. You guys are gonna like this one. This video is called first of all, it's by Japanese Bread Story. It's called Amazing Latte Art by Japanese Woman Barista, a day in the life at a specialty coffee shop. Really maximizing the SEO there. Nick, what's up, Poppy? Nick, your money's no good here. How come you don't text me anymore? That's all I want. I just want to text every once in a while. Text you nonstop and you never respond. I got tired of being left. What are you? Hold on. We've already talked about this many times, and every time I can prove to you that I respond to every text message you send. Don't make me pull up the receipts. Don't make me pull up the receipts here on stream. Not in front of everyone. You don't want that. Streaming in my hot tub. Resubbing so you pull up the receipts. Start on November 4th. November 4th, please. Let me solder this keyboard. Has Kelly started streaming Final Fantasy yet or no? We disagree with how much skin she should show on stream, so oh no. YouTube ads. How's the coffee machine, Nick? Did your grinder come yet? New flat max just came in this week. In love with it. We'll send a pic. It's so much nicer than the old version. In what way? You think it's making better coffee? Also, you can't say that. You sold the old one to our friend. Birds are blind birds. It's the biggest in the cup. There's no way. There's no way blind birds make that big of a difference. I feel like blind birds would be really nice for changing burrs quickly. Because aren't they like magnetic, or how does that work? Do they like tension mount or something? My iron is really weird tonight. I think it's cold. Cold in there. What's up, Squanchy? Hi, may I ask if you scuff or ding your keyboard, or are they all pristine? I have some personal boards that, like, over time shit happens, honestly. Like, I have one board where if I look at it at the perfect angle under the perfect light, you can see a little mark where I think I bumped it with like my mouse, or I might have dropped like a pen or something on it while I was working. I don't think you can get too hung up on it. Like, things happen, especially with the items that we use every single day. That said, I mean, I tried to take good care of stuff. So, over time though, things just happen. Things happen to yourself. It's like a watch or your phone, you know? No, it's a big difference because it's basically turning a 98 to a 106. But what is the real difference between a 98 and a 106? You know? There's got to be diminishing returns on that size. Yeah, that's the same situation with my Kohaku. Under perfect light and angle, I can see the scuff. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Like, things happen. We use our keyboards like most days. It's like a patina, you know? But I get it. I used to get really hung up over every every small ding, whatever, that would happen to my keyboards, but it happens. You move on. What's the difference between a 64 and a 75? I feel like 64 and 80 or whatever is a difference. But I don't know. Eventually, right, there's got to be diminishing returns. Don't make me feel crazy. The biggest difference when you go bigger is that it's almost impossible to have a bad shot. The sweet spot for down is so much bigger, and then you really nail it. Sorry, I keep pausing this mid-thing. Nick, what I did recently in coffee that I think made the biggest difference with my shots is I've been trying... I purchased like the S-Works... or Sworks. I don't know what it is. Sworks, probably. I purchased the step-down basket. I don't know if you've tried step-down baskets yet. Dude, I think the workflow sucks, like having to tamp in there and like make sure everything goes down low. But the consistency of shots it makes a really big difference. And I think there's a considerable taste difference too. I would try the step down if you haven't yet. Thanks for the follow, Squanchy. May I ask, where did you get your key mat? This is the transit mat that Lamp designed, and Canon Keys sells it. Yeah, same, Tyler. I think most of mine are pretty pristine, but I have a few that have tiny dings or scuffs from daily use. Happens. I always tell myself that nice things have dings or scuffs, and means that it is well loved and well used. Like, when I think about my favorite items that I own, right, or like the things that mean the most to me right now, it's like my kind of beat up shoes that I have right now, or like, you know, some of my cameras that have some marks just from being used every once in a while. It's like some of my favorite things are like the well-worn stuff. I have some clothes too that are like that. I haven't done step down yet, but I think that stuff is way more transformational when you don't have pre-infusion or a big bird grinder. I use the Unibasket, which is, yeah. I also use the papers. Oh, you use the papers? I don't like the papers. I don't like the papers because I like some oils. I like some oils in the coffee, some little bits. Plus, it just seems so annoying to have to buy papers. The step-down basket workflow sucks, though. It actually is not enjoyable. Easier cleanup? I don't like it. I don't like the papers. I'm not making pour over. I'm making espresso, you know? My iron is acting so weird. I don't know what it means. Prevents the blade holes from clogging, so it's more even extraction. But yeah, I was against it at first, but can't go back. I tried to save this crazy glitch that I got in Tokyo this summer for next time we come out. It's life changing when you accept it. You need to live again. How was Glitch? How was Glitch Coffee in Tokyo? Did you get the no latte art pour? Stayed a block away, so kind of hard to keep going. It's not like a $30 cappuccino every day. Not like $10. I got a 21 2 times. It's worth every penny. When is your next Japan trip? When is the ski trip? How many more subs do I need to come in January? You want to pay for a flight? I'm going somewhere else now in mid-January. I'm going somewhere warm. Ooh, that waffle looks amazing. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to check my iron after stream. That was painful, but it's done. Tyler, you stocking up on cherry switches before they stop making them in Germany? Dude, I don't know what to make of that. I really don't know what to make of that. I mean, nothing positive. I can't think of anything positive for us as a consumer. Stock up, I don't think I'll stock up on anything, but it's just kind of the way the world's going, you know? Everyone's cutting costs. Wish I lived in Japan, but doing nothing other than visiting places. Me too. When I get my new iron, you want to build it for me? Yeah, dude, I'll build whatever for you. I may or may not have bought like 600 cherry switches recently. I mean, it might not be a bad move. Same, not sure either. I did buy a few MX2A orange, blacks, brown recently though. Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing positive I can think of. I haven't heard of any plan to lower prices for us, so literally all it means is cheaper manufacturing for them. Which sucks. Like, you think of cherry, right? And you think of like, I mean, it's German engineering. Does cherry even make a good switch anymore, though? Yeah, we still like cherry. We still like cherry around here. I like the MX2As as well. I think MX2A blacks versus MX blacks has the most divide, right? There's a lot of people with the opinion that the OG MXs are better. I like MX2A blacks. But when it comes to browns, I don't know why anybody prefers MX browns. MX2A browns are just better. They're just better. The leaf is so annoying in the old MX browns, and I didn't even realize that until MX2A browns were a thing. A linear with a piece of dust in them. So uncultured. Old MX leaf ping is crazy. It really is. It really is. And like I said, I didn't notice it until MX2A browns were like way better. I still have a pack of regular MX browns that I just don't think I will ever use. Because MX2A exists. Same here. Sitting on 100 broken in Hyperglide browns, and I was going to lube them, but now I'm X2A. When I think about the cherry thing too, I said this in Discord, but I mean, a big thing that I'm thinking about with that cherry decision too is like how many manufacturing jobs are getting cut. It's probably a bunch of people with a lot of tooling experience and yeah, just sucks. Sending you my brother's Evolve if it ever comes. Oh, is that the archetype board? That hasn't delivered? It's been a long time. Uh-oh. Are we worried? Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to get this plate perfectly straight, but I can't seem to figure that out. That's gonna do it. All right. Dude, what the heck? What is Archetype saying? I actually haven't heard about that. I checked on it. Is Archetype... They're giving updates and everything, right? That's another issue. Manufacturing outside of China is becoming obsolete. Not great. Yeah, I mean, to be clear here, I'm not anti-China in any way. I just think it sucks to like see an old company like lose this tradition of manufacturing switches in Germany. And like that's real people, right, losing jobs. So that sucks. Like 2 months ago, it will deliver, just going to be like 2 years. That's crazy. Honestly though, has anyone in here ever won an Archetype keycap? Those things take a while. If it's anything like their keycaps, 2 years is kind of on the short end. No shade though, they make really cool keycaps, but those things do take a while to get there. Bye, Nick. Text me sometime. I'm excited to hear how this sounds. I haven't used Nixies in a while. That soldering was so painful though. I think my tip was just like a little cold. I think it's kind of drafty in this room tonight. Keycap time. Silver board, we can do just about anything. Is there a preference on this board between if people want to hear GMK or DCS tonight. Top mount, Nixies, PP plate. What do we think? GMK or DCS? If you ask me, it's probably going to be DCS just because I've been very DCS lately. I wish I had some more DCS options. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with DCS Cafe. DCS root beer? What's DCS root beer? Hold on, I gotta look that up now. What's up, Trent? I just got DCS blanks from Bowl the other week. Haven't used them yet. What happened with Cafe? I just can't figure out what the current state of Cafe is. That's all. Is there a picture of DCS root beer? Oh, I see it. I found it. That's nice. It's like I mean, is that essentially chocolatier? Has a cafe? Oh. Jesus, midnight. Hasn't cafe been delivered and extras out already? I don't know. Because when I go on Mech Market, I mean, maybe nobody is selling it, but I have not seen one post for sale. DCS Cafe. Zombie Mon is running chocolatier. It's GMK though, right? All right, let's type on this board, man. Let me go find some DCS for us to use. Maybe Cafe already has been delivered and just everyone loves it so much. But also, if I Google DCS Cafe, I don't even think, there's no pictures. Like no one's taken a picture of this key set on their keyboard. I don't think it's delivered yet. But I could be wrong. I got the same weird vibe with DCS Cafe because I wanted extras and it's kind of just nowhere. Isn't that weird? I don't remember the extras ever being live. Like all the websites say extras and I can go to them and it says sold out, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I feel like I'm in DCS Cafe limbo. Which may mean I still have a chance. Maybe they had one extra. Each vendor had one. And also nobody bought the main run. I'll find it one day. What else are good DCS sets? Must have DCS sets. I really liked Alchemy, and I wish I would have picked it up. I don't know if I'm familiar with Alchemy. I'm sure I am, I just don't remember. What? All right. DCS with Nixies and a PP plate. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. Hopefully well. I wonder if it'll be a little quiet. We'll see. Oh, that might be pretty good. I'm in HHKB mode now. My backspace skills are gonna be questionable. All right, there's the build. Again, this is the Solaris from Keebscape. We've got it with the PP plate, cherry Nixies, mode stabs. It's in top mount, and DCS intro beige on top. Ah, nice, Frank. You weren't here to maintain it, I guess. It's gone forever. Actually, isn't that it right there? I think it came up. Oh, it says it isn't available? I don't know what happened. Well, you work on that. Here's how the keyboard sounds. Ah, hands are a little cold. Okay, I actually really like the way the alphas sound. The spacebar is very, it's very top mount Nixie, to be honest. Nixies are never my favorite spacebar. I might actually even like this better. Sometimes what I do is I'll just put an MX black on the spacebar instead of a Nixie. Or some people put like a long pole in there. I think it sounds pretty, well, I was gonna say I feel like it doesn't match the alphas very well, but I think it actually does. Yeah, I changed my mind. I actually think the spacebar is a pretty darn good fit for the alphas here. The only thing that's maybe a little little off for me just about this build is just the Nixie itself. I'm just not the biggest fan of a Nixie spacebar. I like backspace. Enter's all right with this build. This bottom row is really nice. This might be a board, I think with the PP plate as well, that, sorry, I was reading Kim's message. What's Frank doing? I think with the PP plate that comes default with this board, you might be better off with a GMK set. The DCS might make it sound maybe a little more resonant, a little more hollow, especially with top mounts as well. It might be better with there's a few things you could try here. If this sound is a little too resonant, a little too deep for you, I think my next step would be, in order of quickest things to do, try some GMK keycaps on it. It might sound a little bit higher pitched. I think for the YouTube typing test, we'll probably switch it up, and I'll put some more colorful keycaps on, and we'll do the typing test with GMK. That would be the first thing I'd try. And then I think the next thing I'd try would be O-ring mount. We unfortunately can't try the O-ring mount tonight because my stabs are screw-in. But I might try that for the typing test too. Maybe I'll switch out the stabs, and then we can do the typing test with O-rings so we can hear how both sound. So it looks built. Kim does have a sword here. You gotta watch out for Kim with a sword. Side profile. Here's the bottom. This is my favorite part. I think that's a cool minimal design. Does anyone know what this means? What is that equation? Might have to Google it. Yeah, I'm still doing HHKB backspace. A little bit of information about the board. So Keebscape let me know a couple things that were worth sharing about the board. And we can go over to the website as well. There's a few colorways that I think are cool. And then there's a sale actually on this board right now. Okay, let's go over and check out the website then. All right, here it is. The sale is active, it looks like. I feel like it wasn't active actually when I started streaming, so that's cool. It looks like the base price is at $217, down from $310 for this board. We built the Luna version, so the silver one. It looks like they all have different weight design. You fixed the video? Oh goodness. What is this stream hosting? This website looks like it's gonna steal my credit card. Is the kitten on your desk? Is the kitten with us now, Kim? It's interesting Twitch doesn't just have a system for that. Twitch doesn't just host it. Hi, kitty. Okay, we built the silver one. It looks like every color has a slightly different bottom design. Thanks, Frank. You don't have to, though, but I appreciate you. I can't tell the colors on this one. I think this is like a green. The bottom is a little green here. Might just be the lighting. The one we have is definitely black and the brass colored. And then we had wind keyless. We had a solder PCB. You can add an aluminum plate for 27. Otherwise, it comes with a PP plate. So the grand total for what we just built right here, minus switches, of course, minus keycaps, minus steps, is $241 with the holiday sale. For $241, I think this is a pretty solid board. There's stiff competition nowadays with like some of these Neo boards and other budget boards that are coming out. So I think if this is the board for you, it's probably because you like that design on the bottom. And I do like the design on the bottom. I appreciate not a ton of branding on a keyboard. I feel like I repeat that a lot, but that is a big thing to me, is I don't like a bunch of branding on stuff. So I like the design. And maybe the Neo boards don't speak to you in the same way. In which case, this is a cool option. I also like boards that have multiple mounting options, so you can try different things. This one has top mount and O-ring, which is cool. Another nice thing is that it's in stock, which matters to me lately. WinKey, WinKeyless, or HHKB. HHKB could be cool for this one too, actually. There's not a great picture in here of the HHKB version. This maybe? There we go. I think HHKB could be cool here too. Oh wait. Keebscape told me what the equation was. The equation on the back is specific relative momentum of the trajectory of an elliptical orbit. Specific relative momentum of the trajectory of an elliptical orbit. That's cool. I like the theme. I like the design of the board. I like what they're doing. Like I said, the alphas sound really nice. Yeah, that's about the stream tonight, guys. It was a long one. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you being here. If you like the board, go check it out over at Keebscape. And after this stream, I will have a YouTube typing test up soon, so you can hear it a little bit better.